happening. And you have to pay attention to it because it has a root and a direction. You understand? Anger is directed towards something. It knows what it's angry about. When you're getting abused at home, you know what you're angry about. When you're getting abused in the schools or the police are abusing you, you know what the anger is. You have to stay with the anger. What happens is if you don't address it, you don't deal with it, what does it become? Anger has eyes, but guess what? It becomes rage. And rage is blind, right? That's when we lose it. That's when you see the kids killing each other. That's when you see people shooting and dying, drive-bys and things that, it's just blind rage. They're killing their own selves, their own people, and then they beat their own kids, you know what I'm saying? They beat their wives. That's the rage that's not being directed. So remember, hang on to your anger. And if you feel like it's going to turn to rage, make a poem out of it. Make a song out of it. Do an art form. Do something, take it somewhere. Make a speech. Organize. Do something with that anger because it has eyes. Remember, it's telling you where to go. So this poem is an angry poem. And it came from the fact when I went to El Salvador to talk to some kids, and I remember that there was all these huele pegas. You know what huele pegas are? That's what I used to be a glue sniffer. And when I was into glue sniffing here, you know, in the barrios of South San Gabriel, in the West San Gabriel Valley, you know, I never thought that there was a whole group of kids like that, homeless, hungry, and they're in Mexico City, all homeless, you know, they're they're in San Salvador, they're in Guatemala City, I've seen them. And there were just whole lines of kids just sleeping on sidewalks, and they were like the ages, I'm not lying, 3 to about 12. And the reason why they weren't older because they were usually dead by then. Homeless, abandoned, no parents, and they were all huele pegas. And one day I was walking down San Salvador, and I saw these two kids, 6 and 7 years old. There was the age of my youngest boys who are now 16 and 22, but at the time they were that age, and they were waiting for the traffic to go by, and they were holding each other, and they were getting ready to just walk across the street, holding each other. And it brought tears to my eyes, because I remember when I was that way, and I remember how we had this fellowship of being all messed up. And I just wrote this poem out of deep anger that this would even exist anywhere. It's called Civilization, and it has a statement by the African-American poet Fenton Johnson that says, "I am tired of building up somebody else's civilization. There are days when sunshine is toxic, when breathing becomes fatal and the love stares of innocence have fangs. There are days when caresses are lethal drumming and the low murmur of a child's voice is a hand slap of hell flames across my face. When all civilization is a squabble in my partner's gaze and morality is a gun at my head. I didn't make this place. So what if I say you can eat it and choke, this heart a choke, this diet of hypocrisies, this horse feed of fed horses, this salt seasoning all wounds. Tear it down, then wake me up when it's over. Should I care if you don't care? Should I sweat the details when the whole enchilada reeks? Just because you wear a hat, and call that fashion, because you love the prison and hate the alien. Don't come to me whining about your lost glories. They are the lashes on slave skin, the gold stolen off the blanket of stones called our land. They are the tongues cut from wiser heads, the deflowered, dehydrated sirens that called you, then were slaughtered. Don't cry for me, Argentina, or Pennsylvania for that matter. You say I'm no good, but my pathologies are what's keeping me from cutting your throats. All slavers, all exploiters, all engravers of God money, you who see my children and go insane, who wear the flesh of Nahuas like shiny suits, who have black heels in your nightmares, who eat with Chez severed hands, who feed your wives to dogs on cracked plates, who provide heroin to chiseled daughters, who bathe in the trail of tears, who sell tickets to the Middle Passage, whose academies hold literature hostage, and whose culture crumbles in the hand of a glue-sniffing Salvadorian child.